Alrighty. Hello everyone, PemMeister47 here, and welcome back to another episode of Updating the Rockfire Explosion. And Minecraft, up there you guys can see what we did in the last episode. Yes, we made one of the clouds for the top of the top of the stage there, and I think it looks pretty good. That's one of the clouds that hides Antioch. Well, his trapdoor at least. And in this episode, we're going to do more pixel art. I did ask you guys off camera, or I asked you guys to... What that? Yeah, I guess yesterday it would have been. I put a YouTube poll in. Oh, Crazy's in. I put a YouTube poll in of what you guys would like to see in the Rockfire streams. Like, if you guys would want me to solely, like, build the pixel arts till they're done, or if you guys would like me to move on to like stage props or cosmetics or anything like that. And you guys voted. Voting is done now, by the way, so if it changes by now, oh well, voting's over. So there were 8 people who voted, which, by the way, thank you guys for taking the time out of your schedule to vote on that. But with 8 votes, there was a bit of a bit of a issue with that. 8 votes resulted in there were 3 options, and 8 votes resulted in a 50-50 tie for leaving everything, was doing the pixel art on streams, and there was 4 votes for that and 4 votes for moving on. So I'm a bit unsure of what to do. However, I think we are going to work on the pixel arts again, just because I don't really have anything else lined up or any props figured out. And I have a wheel spinner here telling us which backdrop we're going to work on this episode. And who knows, if it's small enough, maybe we'll even finish said backdrop this episode, which would be sweet. But yeah, let's and looks like we're working on Billy Bob's backdrop, or the Smitty's backdrop, which, okay, I'm going the wrong way. Alright. So I think this is going to be fairly interesting, as most of it is just all wood. Where's the floor light controller at? I didn't think we were adding floor lights until like 3 episodes ago. I didn't know. We'll get there. Because honestly, I'd have to wire a cord under the stage and into either the gray box, probably the gray box I think it would go into, because that would be a bit. Alrighty. Again, if you guys can hear any movement in the backdrop, or it sounds like anything is running, is the 3D printer going. So that's what that is. If it, you know, if anyone is bothered by it, that's what it is. But Alright, so looks like So I think I'm gonna do the logs. Well, not the actual, well, the quote-unquote logs. You guys will see what I'm printing a cosplay, believe it or not, as there is a convention coming up in Altoona I would like to attend. June, uh, June, I, June 7th to 9th, I'm going to hopefully be attending. I don't know. But right now my printer is going absolute ham just trying to get the basic pieces for this costume done so that it looks really cool. Which I think so far it is looking really cool, and surprisingly everything fits me. Like, and I didn't even have to scale anything up or down for it, so I'm quite, I don't know if proud would be the right word, but I'm quite impressed it's working how it is, and I can just leave it going and go to work, and I don't have to worry about it. Like, so that, like, it's been printing since 3 in the morning when I left, about 4 in the morning when I left for work. So, and it's now about 14, 15 hours later. It's been printing for 14, 15 hours. I don't know. I didn't really look at how long it's been going for, but yeah, we're gonna have lots of fun with that. And I will say this already, since I know not a lot of you are a fan of it. I see you sent me a friend request. Okay. I'm actually just going to... What was your name? That way I know. A lot of people are not gonna like this one. It is actually a Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay. Five. But yeah, it is a Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay, and um, yeah, and that's all I'm gonna say for now. If you guys haven't been watching my sort of weekly vlogs I've been doing, I need to do one, I think Tuesday or something. That's supposed to be concrete powder, and yes, it does matter. I think actually concrete powder is a lighter shade. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, oh, dangerous tide, okay. Sorry, I looked away. I guess it'd be under the friend request tab. Go to PS4, which actually... just now, okay. There we go. Alright. And here comes another, genuine probably surprise to a few of you in the Rockfire community. And yeah, it's a slight difference, but it's a difference, but no, that is the same material, okay. And I laid these down when they were still in the... And this may come actually to a shock as some of you... Okay. The old rents are leaving, so that'll be fun. This actually come to a shock as some of you in the showbiz fandom here But, can we add redstone lamps to the floor? Like, well, crazy, I'm kind of in the middle of something. But this may actually come to, I'm gonna actually get what I'm trying to finish saying out. Um, but, genuine surprise to Rockfire community. I'm not actually a big fan of the Billy Bob, or any of the walk-around mascot costumes, in fact. I actually really do not like the look of them. And middle stage main backdrop, yeah. Which, I don't know why, I'm just not a big, that's just not something I have ever been fond of, is the walk-around mascots. And the only problem with mascot costumes is if companies make multiple, like Showbiz made multiple, you could have some in different stores. Like, you could have, like, Billy Bob in one store, you could have, like, a Billy Bob and a Mitzi. But after a while, like, only the higher end stores get the good, like, the different walk around costumes because they can afford it. And, like, growing up, when I would go to Chuck E. Cheese, they never had, and I know this wouldn't have really been a thing, and I probably wouldn't have remembered it. But like I said, being from a Studio C store, I never really engaged with the other characters. I didn't even know they existed. To be fair, I thought Grimace and Mr. Munch were the same thing for a while, because, and we had a McDonald's near us. Yeah, and I used to love McDonald's, man. Now I get sick off their food. No offense, McDonald's. You're a great company, but I can't eat it. But whatever. So, yada yada yada. Like, even in the McDonald's I went to, they didn't even show off the McDonald's land characters, which led me to, like, not interacting with the characters. And I think mascot costumes don't really help with that, and some don't look good. Like, some mascot costumes, like, by all means, are wonderful designs. Like, I honestly think the Rockstar Chuck walk around is a pretty, like, solid design. I don't like Rockstars, but the Rockstar era of Chuck E. Cheese, but the walk around costume is at least pretty cool. Or it's a pretty solid design. I'm not gonna say it's a good design, because, I haven't really looked into Chuck E. Cheese walk-arounds. Even though I would love to see a Jasper walk-around at one point. Just, like, it's a solid design, but the head, like, they've pretty much been using the same purple jersey. And I don't know, the head looks a little wonky, but I'm not saying that was the best costume either. I'm just saying that I don't like walk around costumes. And believe it or not, I looked up Showbiz Pizza animatronic 3D model, and really nothing came up. Like, I found a 3D model for a Jasper Cyberamic, which I might 3D print, would I think would be look pretty cool. Maybe on like a table or something. On my desk would on my dresser would be pretty cool. I don't have a desk. But um and they only had a head for a rock or a Rockafire bot. Like, and it was just, it was a little shocking, but not really, because Chuck E. Cheese and Shub, well, Chuck E. Cheese especially hasn't been too kind in having people like having people get their hands on their characters, their intellectual property, as I guess it would be proper to call it. So there was no like Billy Bob walk around head. There was just Rockafire head frame with like two eyes, two eyelids, and it had the mouth lever, but it didn't have the clevis. So you couldn't. It was just pretty much an L in their mouth. There was no like shovel bit that would even help the mouth open or close. And it was weird, like. But yeah, I kind of understand why it's not there, because the whole Aaron Fechter. I don't know if he still does it, but Aaron Fechter trying to protect his intellectual property, which I understand completely. I wouldn't really want anyone running around trying to, you know, trying to steal my world, but, but I do love when you guys make fan reproductions of my work there. It's pretty cool, but regardless, it's, walk around costumes just aren't my thing. But that's just like, and I've always been interested in Five Nights at Freddy's, like even as a kid. Like, and I am Five Nights at Freddy's fan and Showbiz fan slash Chuck E. Cheese slash, I guess that's kind of it, but that's kind of all there is. But um, this is gonna look good when it's done, I swear. I hope at least. I did not spend. Oops. However long in a um, soul sand, I think. But like, yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics have always intrigued me in the sense that okay, I don't know, but like, I thought I thought I heard my dog howling because he sometimes does that when my parents aren't home. But yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronic, it scared the crap out of me twice. Okay, but yeah, they've always intrigued me. I've FNAF is okay. Yeah, like I personally believe like You can really learn a lot from both communities about animatronics, believe it or not. Like, FNAF is a kid's game slash horror slash happy fun time, depending on the game. Okay, that didn't work. And, like, even from the very beginning, they've mentioned actual animatronic parts, as Phone Guy says in the first game. The reason why the animatronics are allowed to roam during the night, or at least the false testimony to that, is something about their servos getting locked up when they get turned off for too long, which is, I don't believe that actually happens. It might in real robotics. Yeah, I guess. But would that happen for anyone here who's worked with servos in the past or does? Do they lock up when they get turned off for too long? Because it makes sense to me that they would, but I've been wrong before. I've been wrong a lot before, but anyway. I guess it depends on the servo, too, because, like, older servos might have done that. I guess newer ones now probably wouldn't as much. I don't know. But but yeah, even in the first FNAF, like they do mention actual animatronic parts. Yeah, that is in the right spot. But and it is kind of cool though that there is that annoying group of the fan base who thinks, you know, FNAF is real because they've gone to Chuck E. Cheese or they've seen videos on YouTube about people um you know claiming Chuck E. Cheese is real because the idle animations for the animatronics look around and they just happen to be standing in the direction of that you in your direction, which I have to admit is actually a pretty cool design in those idle animations, because what's a kid gonna like more than, or what's a kid gonna find cooler, maybe not nowadays, than you're trying to talk, like you're up by the stage talking to like your favorite character, and then it looks at you. Like, yes, that might be creepy now that I'm thinking about it, but that's also kind of cool. That's one way to really like make people care about these characters and make them think they're alive, because that's the whole point of robots. Like, the whole point of animatronics in children's entertainment to begin with. Like, you think the character is alive. I don't know, other kids thought it was creepy when they went to Chuck E. Cheese that the character you know, looked at them when they went up to it. But I really thought it was like a cool thing. Robotics and, well, yeah, robots and animatronics are two different things. Well, nowadays. Back then, they were pretty much lying on the boundaries necessarily with early technology of both. But a robot is a machine built for a purpose, built to serve a purpose, like, say you want, like, car washes are actually great examples of robots. They are like robots that scrub your car. And they're super fun to sit in. Not so fun to have the window down, though, when you're going through one. But, yeah, those are kind of examples. Not good examples, but examples nonetheless. But, you know, it's... And an animatronic is a mechanical creation. I don't really want to say robot. Also, robots have computers built into them. Animatronics. Information from a tape or a file or something from an outside source to accomplish a task. But yeah, no, but I genuinely think Five Nights at Freddy's, going back to what started this,